I had a friend send me a video the other day, and let's just say it was interesting, to say the least, and definitely thought-provoking. As I watched, I saw a digital stage for a modern inquisition unfold before my eyes. A man, earnest and perhaps a little too confident, posed a singular question to three women. He asked them, "Would you choose happiness over your family, or your family over your happiness?" Their responses, delivered with varying degrees of thoughtful candor, were unanimous. They had, at some point, chosen their own happiness. What followed was less a discussion and more like a volcanic eruption. The man, it seems, had found the confirmation bias he sought. He launched into a tirade, blaming women for 60 to 70% of all divorces in the US, accusing them of cheating, lying, and deceiving, asserting they were the sole architects of relationship failure. Men, he proclaimed, were models of loyalty, enduring misery for the sake of commitment. Never straying, never faltering. My initial reaction, like the women's priceless looks of suppressed outrage, was a mixture of disbelief and an almost weary familiarity. This isn't about men versus women, nor is it a defense of either side. What struck me, what truly resonated and begged for deeper examination, was the insidious nature of the question itself. Would you choose your family over your happiness, or your happiness over your family? It's a question designed to sound profound, yet it's built on such deliberately vague foundations that it's almost a trap. What, precisely, constitutes family in this context? Is it the immediate nuclear unit, a spouse and children? Is it one's parents and siblings? Is it the chosen family of close friends? The video's inquisitor offered no such specificity, leaving the women to infer, to answer according to their own subjective definition. I too have chosen my happiness over my family, but for me, that family was my mother, not a marriage or a relationship involving children. Recognizing this crucial distinction highlights the flawed premise of the video. Had the question been framed as, if you were married with children, would you choose your happiness over your spouse and kids? The answers might have been profoundly different, or at least offered with far more agonizing nuance. The reality is, we have all, at some point, prioritized our own well-being over a relationship or a familial tie. The notion that one must perpetually sacrifice oneself, endure unhappiness for the sake of an abstract family, especially when family isn't clearly defined, is a narrative often weaponized to shame and control. This brings us to the core of the dilemma. At what point do you call it a day? When do you stop pouring energy into a failing relationship and choose the path of letting go? My own parents, having been married multiple times each, are testament to the ongoing human quest for connection and happiness. They kept trying, kept searching, understanding that some paths, despite best efforts, simply aren't meant to be walked together forever. Of course, enduring relationships exist. I've met couples married for 20, 30, even 50 years. I guarantee they've navigated treacherous waters such as infidelity, financial hardship, grief, and even profound disagreements. Some have worked through it, accepting imperfections, finding new ways to connect. Others may simply endure a quiet truce instead of a thriving partnership. But what about when there's nothing left to save? In my own previous marriage, I exhausted every possible avenue to salvage it. I was the steadfast partner, offering mental, physical, emotional, and financial support, never cheating, Never lying, never hurting. But when your spouse is engaging with sex workers, and when you ask for something as simple as holding hands, only to be met with, "I'm just not that person anymore," the territory shifts dramatically. There comes a point where self-preservation dictates a different course. You have to ask yourself, is there anything salvageable here? Is it worth more time, more effort, more pain? And sometimes, the answer is a resounding no. This is where the conversation turns to something far more fundamental: communication. I am genuinely shocked by how many people in modern relationships simply cannot communicate. Feelings are held captive, resentments fester in silence, issues are hidden away until they erupt in a bewildering explosion of anger. A partner, completely unaware of the brewing storm because no concerns were ever voiced, finds themselves blindsided. This lack of open, honest dialogue creates a snowball effect of emotional chaos, leading to an inevitable impasse that might have been avoided, or at least addressed with dignity, months earlier. It's uncomfortable to initiate those difficult conversations. "I'm not happy. Can we talk about this? Can we find a solution?" And sometimes, even with communication, the conversation doesn't go the way you want. A partner might say, "I think I want to end this." No one wants to hear that. But why would anyone willingly remain in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to be there or is unsure about their commitment? Ultimately, the choice to prioritize one's happiness is not inherently selfish. It is often a profound act of self-respect. It's about recognizing when a situation has become unsustainable, when your efforts are met with indifference or betrayal, and when staying serves only to diminish your spirit. It's about having those uncomfortable but necessary conversations, even if they lead to an ending. Because at the end of every relationship, whether it lasts a lifetime or a season, what truly matters is that you emerge still feeling like you. And so we end with the ultimate question: what do you choose?